Okay, so for this dish, I'm gonna show you how to make Tempura Calamari with a salted egg dip. If you like more sauce, you can dip more, so everybody gets to choose. Sotong, first step is to take out the head. Then inside, there's this bone, right? It looks like a piece of plastic. This is weird, isn't it? Just a very superficial slit down, and that will give you something for you to hold on to while you peel off the membrane. Cut it into rings about 1 centimeter. So while it's seasoning, we'll get ready the salted egg dip. Remember, I told you to try to get the nice red color yolk because that really is going to make a difference to your sauce. Throw your salted egg into the blender. Just put a bit of the evaporated milk. This will help it to become a nice creamy consistency. With the Tefal pan, you can see that once it's hot enough, the dot in the middle becomes one color, right? I want to put in our butter first. Okay, you don't want it too hot because right now the main thing is to get the flavor of the curry leaves. We'll infuse the butter with a nice flavor. Then chili padi, like how the Western technique of doing a roux, we put in 2 teaspoons of plain flour. So now you start adding your evaporated milk in a little bit at a time. As you add it in, it will start to thicken up. You can see it's starting to thicken up. We will use about half a can of the evaporated milk, and then we add in the egg yolk. Okay, keep stirring it so that the butter and the milk will get emulsified. That's where we add the dashi. A little bit of dashi in there. Dashi gives it a bit of the umami, the crustacean kind of flavor. This is mirin. So Japanese like to use mirin because mirin gives the sauces or whatever they're cooking a nice glaze, you know, a nice shiny. Just need to taste it a little bit. The main thing first is to get your oil to the right temperature. And I need to aim for about between 170 to 190. So the first part is always to add your calamari into the dusting flour. So your calamari rings are ready. I found that additional of rice flour instead of just plain flour will increase the crispiness of the end product. Mix your egg yolk and your ice cold water, and you notice that I've actually put it over ice so that I want to keep it as cold as possible. When it's cold, it becomes thicker, and then as a result, when you put in the batter, you get more batter, and then it fluffs up. Rice flour doesn't have gluten, so you can also add in the rice flour and take your time and stir it until it's a nice paste. But let me tell you, tempura premix, easiest way to go. You don't have to buy so many things. So this flour goes into this sifter. Dip briefly into the oil. Sotong cooks very quickly, so you don't really need to leave it inside for very long. Now when you eat tempura, you always see a lot of the very frilly kind of texture, right? I'll show you how you do that. Okay, so that's how you create that kind of look. A fusion of local Zi Char and Japanese cooking technique. I think I might just have another one so you can hear how crunchy it is. There you go. Have a good one. I have another one.
Ideas you can't live without.